Hey everybody, welcome back to the Patreon Q&A. So firstly I want to just cover off a couple of changes that we're going to make. So firstly, the first change that I'm going to make is we're going to do the Q&A once a month now rather than every 2 weeks. Mostly because I feel like it'll give people an opportunity to think of maybe more questions or more chance for people to actually ask their questions and not like, kind of miss the fact that I'm posting like kind of 4 days before the date that I'm actually going to do the video. And I'm also going to open up to everyone that like donates more than $1. So that means that everyone gets to be part of the Q&A, so that'll hopefully mean more questions in the future. If anyone feels unhappy about that, feel free to reduce your pledge or whatever if you want to. It's up to you, it's your pledge after all, you do what you want with it. But it's just to kind of freshen things up a little, make some changes, see if that makes any difference to the way things act. Mostly so I can get more questions to ask. I mean to answer. I don't ask the questions, you ask the questions, I answer the questions. Mostly so I can get more questions to answer, so it makes it more fun every month it will be now. So try and do it like the first Saturday of every month, if that's possible. That would be the aim or the goal. And yeah, the changes, I'll probably make a post proper about it on the Patreon page once this video goes up. So on to the questions. Firstly, Brian asks, how would you describe yourself in 3 words or less? Big fucking wanker? I don't know. Cool guy, Tom. That'll do. Easy enough. I'm not really good with how to describe yourself in 3 words. Initially the comedy side of my brain says say something mean about yourself, and then the other side of my brain says don't actually say something too mean because you're not actually that bad a guy. I don't know. 3 words that beer, cigarettes, vinyl. As in like records, not as in like vinyl clothing. That would be weird, wearing plastic clothes. I'm not into that. If you're into the whole keys in the bowl thing, be my guest, not my kind of thing. Anyway, next question. Mina asks, what do you like better, or what don't you like as much about the Binding of Isaac Rebirth in comparison to the original? So the changes in Rebirth are awesome. I love the synergies of the items that you get now. For instance, getting Mum's Eye. No. Mum's Knife. And Inner Eye. Mum's Eye. Just Mum's Eye. Inner Eye and you get the 3 knives, or of course quad shot, you get the 4 knives, or like brimstone and various things you can get. Brimstone and spoonbender's awesome. Technology spoonbender, all those really cool item interactions that should have been in the original Isaac, but weren't. They're really awesome, I do enjoy them an awful lot. What don't I like so much about it? It feels a bit easy at the moment. I don't know whether that's because I'm used to playing Isaac, or whether that's just because the game is slightly easier. I still haven't really done much on hard mode, so there's still hard mode to investigate, but it feels at the moment a little easier. Like for instance, I feel like I can become Guppy way easier because there's more opportunities to get, say, Guppy items or Devil Room items, or there's more red chests kicking about. You can get into those like curse rooms with the 3 red chests that can give you 3 Guppy items straight away. Boom! You're off your Guppy. So some of those things are cool. I actually prefer the changes though. I don't think it's so much of a bad thing that it's too easy in certain situations. Hard mode I haven't done. I haven't played around with the Lost, who sounds pretty scary. I don't know, I actually prefer the changes in Rebirth though. I think it's a more solid game. 60 frames a second, runs properly, all the item interactions. I think it's really cool. I enjoy it. On to the next question. Zachary asks, if you could make a game, any game, what would you make? I don't know. I haven't really thought much about making games. If I was to make a game, I'd probably start with a roguelite of some kind. In fact, I'd probably go for like a roguelike, but completely spin it in its head, because all the original roguelike games like Angband and Moria and stuff, they're all very, very similar to Rogue in that they're like ASCII art, top down, very similar, like everything's like K for Kobold, the enemies and stuff. Maybe take the roguelike formula but add it to something really, really like a strange situation. No, I was thinking simulator game. That would be weird. So a roguelike, but in a simulator world. So you're like a roguelike. You're like a clerk in a hotel in a roguelike setting. So the hotel's always different every time you play, and there's different customers and things. You have to deliver bags to different areas, and you find different things as you're going through. So it's like a roguelike, but you're not like in a cave with a sword smashing kobolds' heads in and stuff. I don't know. I have no idea. This is why I don't design games, because I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But I'd like to try one day at least. Maybe I'll get game making and just make a platformer or something. Who knows? Next question. Neon Radish asks, I know this is a very personal question, and you may not be comfortable answering it, which I understand, but in all honesty, what's your favourite kind of pie? Apple? Well, it depends what kind of pie we're talking. There's many different types of pie. There's the savoury pie, and then there's the sweet pie. There's the pie you have for the main course, and there's the pie you have after the main course. So there's pies like, you know, pumpkin pie and all that kind of shit. It's like a sweet. But then there's also, like, I actually prefer pies that are, you know, savoury. Like mince pie? No. Steak pie. You can get all kinds of pies. Scotland has a lot of pies. In fact, football, if you go and watch the football anywhere in Scotland, Kilmarnock, the Killie pie, search it up, the Kilmarnock pie is the most famous pie in all of football land. Everyone around the football world knows of the Killie pie because it's the most famous pie. It wins awards and shit for like football ground food, the Killie pie. It's a very, very special thing. Home to Scotland. Kilmarnock's like 60 miles away from here or something. I don't know. Maybe even not that. You can get a train from town and it takes you like maybe an hour to get there. I have a few friends from Kilmarnock. It's a very, well, from around Kilmarnock, very rough area. There's certain things that go on there that I can't really talk too much about. The Scheme. Search for The Scheme. The Scheme on YouTube and you'll see what Kilmarnock's like. It's a very rough area. Onwards to the next question. Zachary asks, will you play more of The Escapist and Legend of Grimrock 2? So The Escapists has been updated a few times. I haven't really thought too much about playing it. I will eventually, probably when it's closer to being finished, because every time I start playing it, I'll do a small playthrough, and then I get to the point where I'm kind of bored and I don't really have... Like, I know what I want to do, there's too much to do grinding wise to get there. I want the game to be more polished and more balanced before I go back to it again. Legend of Grimrock 2, something had to go, and I chose that game of all the games that I was playing at the time. Mostly because I couldn't sustain doing all the games that I do. Realistically, I try and spread myself too thin. That's a problem that I have. I should really cut down the number of games that I do individual videos of games rather than series. Because simply I just don't have enough time to do it all. With Legend of Grimrock 2, it's a lot of fun to play, but it's the kind of thing I'd rather play on my own, I realised, because there's so much to do. And really, like a half-hour episode, you don't really get enough done because of the puzzles and the things and the stuff. I'll play it on my own probably, but I doubt I'll do any more videos on it. And that is the end of the questions for today. Thank you all for the questions again, I love you so much. Thank you for another month of support, that's really cool as well that you do so. The changes that I mentioned, so I'm going to move the Q&A to everyone that donates more than $1. And I'm going to do it once a month now, and I'm going to try and sort out a game day or something, play some Counter-Strike or play some other game, probably a free-to-play game actually, maybe even Team Fortress 2, because that'll be fun, so I can beat you all, show you all who's boss, maybe, possibly, I don't know. Anyway, thank you all again for another cool month, see you all next time.